here.
Two of you.
Canopies.
Hi and welcome to RoseRed Homestead, and as you see, we're not in our usual location. We are on John and Cindy's houseboat down at Lake Powell, and this is one of my most favorite places on the whole planet. It is so beautiful, but hot.
It's hot.
It is very...
I just come out of the water. It's perfect.
So is there any kind of a special reason that you invited us down here this weekend?
Well, there might be a reason, because we have, ta-da!
Here it is! Yay!
This is the book we've been promising you for a long time, and it's finally ready to go.
It is on our bookstore right now. And this is it all printed out. We printed this, Jim and I printed this out on our home printer, and you can see 244 pages. So it's pretty thick.
The thing that started this, if you'll recall, is the video that we did together, my first appearance on RoseRed Homestead, which was the getting started with food storage. And there was so much positive response to that. We want the plan, we want the help. Tell us how you've done it. This is it.
And I'll put the link to that video at the end of this video. So if any of you haven't seen it, you can go back and take a look at that video. But we're so excited about this book.
We talked about this food storage plan and how it is applicable for anyone, for beginners, for experts, and everywhere in between. We have family members who have talked about food storage and been very good at food storage, who learned some things when they watched our first video.
Yeah.
And all of those helps are included in here. And we find that this is something that will save time and effort and expense for those of you who want to get a good food storage program into place and have food security.
Every meal that we put in here has a full color picture, so you can see what the meal looks like as we perceived it, knowing full well that you can make any adjustments. And then what happens after each meal is that we have these tables that show the amount of ingredients that you will need to have on hand for different segments of time, for 2 weeks, for 4 weeks,
for 3 months and 6 and
months,
12
yeah.
months.
And so, and then in the back, there will be the recipes for the meals, but only for these meals. This is not a general recipe book. The recipes are matched to the meals. And then I have a section back here on food storage and how to store the different foods. There are canning instructions that follow the USDA guidelines for all of the things that we show in here that are canned. There are some links back to previous videos that we have done on some of these foods. Here's the thing about this book. It is huge. It is just way big, 244 pages. It will be available only as a PDF. And there's a special reason for that. Because of all those charts, I couldn't make it work with EPUB. And so it is only PDF.
This saves people time and effort, and we didn't publish it as a book. We didn't sell it. We're not selling it in other ways. This is where it is, RoseRed Homestead by PDF.
And the reason that we decided ultimately to go just with the electronic version in PDF is because once we looked at the expenses for having it printed, the price that you are going to pay for this if you choose to purchase it is about 1/3 of what it would have been had we had it professionally printed. We have cut out all of those middle people. Yes. And so it was just us, it was our editor, and now it will be the end purchaser. Because it is in PDF, you will be able to go through. This is more like a reference book, and some sections you may not care for as much as other sections. So the PDF format will allow you to print off if you're wanting to print any part of it, just those parts that are meaningful to you. Now, I wanted to just show you what we're going to make available. On our bookstore, there is a little button that says preview. And so under that preview button, I'm going to publish the table of contents, which is 6 pages long. And then we have picked out one meal that we're also going to include in that preview so that you can see how we've set everything up. And we have a total of 52 meals, is that right?
42. 21 twice, 42.
21 3 times. 14 3 times.
Yes. What she said.
The cameraman is giggling. We are so excited about this. It has been a long time in coming, and we were bowled over when we got this editing copy.
We are thrilled. This is a food storage plan with a recipe book, with calculations. It is the way for people to begin and have a complete food storage plan that you use. Not just emergency storage, just not ordering rice and beans by the ton, but it contains meals that your family will use between now and when we need to access it, to rotate the foods that we stored. I've used this food storage plan for more than 45 years.
Oh, you can't possibly be that old.
Really. I started when I was in diapers. But this is what we've worked it out to be, and we hope that it will be helpful, and we trust that you will get some ideas from this and understand how much time and effort this will save you and money. Do you know that I ran into someone when I was talking about food storage? They said, well, one of my clients just buys everything, a whole lot of canned goods and foods, and stores them for 2 years, and every 2 years she throws them away and gets new. We don't subscribe to that
Not
philosophy.
at all. We store what we eat, and we eat what we store.
And we use it and rotate it, and this is very doable, and we're so excited to share it with you.
And this really is a model. It is not
Yes.
a Bible that you need to follow word for word, but rather, once you look through this, you will see how it is organized and that it is easily adaptable to foods that you like. You don't like one of our meals? Don't print it out. Substitute one of your own, but you can see then by looking at what we have here how you can then organize it and break it into ingredients and work those out for the time frames that you want to.
You make it your way, your plan.
So we're going to leave you with these thoughts while we go do something else, like get in the water.
Yes, swimming, splashing, cooling off. Did you see our beautiful backdrop here? And this is my favorite place on earth. I love it here. So to introduce this to you from here is really fun.
It is. It is very meaningful to us.
It is.
So this is our project. We hope you love it like we do.
And
Thanks.
we do. Thank you.
Thanks for being with us, and we'll see you at our next video.